Welcome back, you guys. You just read Karate Man Loses Legal Fight. So you might be wondering, why would a karate man have anything to lose in a fight? You should be ready, well prepared.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but well, so it happens that even though you might be well prepared in martial arts, you might not be prepared for legal battles. So a Japanese man in Kyoto, 2011, this is the story. This man, very karate expert, he knows everything, martial arts in Japan. And he was out with some friends. They were drinking, having a night out with friends, just drinking, eating some food, having a good time. They decided to go visit a haunted house, right?
As you do.
Yeah, as you do.
Perfectly normal.
You eat lunch, you drink, and you go to a haunted house. Simple things. So there are no red flags there. Of course, that happens, right? When you go out and have fun. In Japan, they have a culture where they have a lot of like spooky things in their anime, or the things that they consume. They actually like that, and they have spook mansions. What we call haunted houses, spook mansions. So he decided to visit this spook mansion. And even though, you have the idea what's going to happen at these haunted houses, when an actor dressed up as a ghost came out, boo! It startled him, rocked him, and all his learning and everything he had learned, it just manifested in the real world, and he threw a kick and kicked the actor in the jaw, breaking it. This actor ended up suing this man, and he got paid 100 million won over this case. So the man that had to pay up, the man that kicked the other man, he tried to say that it wasn't his fault that this happened. He wanted to say that the theme park should have paid for these, at least 70%, because there was an actor coming out and scaring him, that there wasn't enough barrier between him and the actor, and that they shouldn't have allowed a drunk man to go into a haunted house. However, the court, they threw all of these allegations out, because they said it doesn't make sense that if you go into a haunted house, you should expect these kinds of things. And they also have explicitly written on their rules that if you're drunk, you shouldn't be there. And of course, you shouldn't attack anybody. It's just a normal thing. So he didn't have much of a case in the end. So he still had to pay the full amount. And yeah, he was made to pay up. Even so, this brings into question, or not into question, it just brings it to light, that kind of toxic mentality or culture where the customer is always right. So he just thought hey, I went in there, you shouldn't have spooked me, you're going to get your jaw kicked in. But no. Then this happens not just in Japan, but in Korea, in America, I'm assuming in the UK as well. Yeah, that's...
It's just reflexes, I guess.
Right, it just all culminated at that moment. We went over some of the scary things, and we like haunted house, but what about in the martial arts part of this story? What do you know about karate, and how is it similar to your country, like some traditional fighting styles in your country?
As you can tell by my appearance, I am not a karate master. I actually don't know any martial arts in general. I took one taekwondo class a long time ago, and then I managed to break the wooden board. Ooh. And that was enough for me. I was like, I have achieved something. But in terms of karate, everything that I know comes from Jackie Chan movies and Karate Kid. Yeah. I don't know any specific information, but I know the general postures and kind of the
horse dance.
Yeah, why people study it, because I guess it's more for defense in many cases rather than for attack.
Right.
But in terms of the UK, we have no martial arts. A lot of kids will learn karate or taekwondo. Those are the two most popular ones. And then usually when people get older, sometimes they learn jiu-jitsu.
Right.
But we don't have our own specialized martial art. We're not cool enough. How about you in America?
So we also do, we borrow a bunch of the martial arts the trainings. So we do have a lot of karate. I feel like it's a rite of passage for a lot of the children to take at least one karate class. I never did, but a lot of boys, they usually do that in America. They have a summer camp and then they went to karate class. Taekwondo as well, but like UFC, MMA, mixed martial arts, that's a big thing. I was searching on the internet, like, what is actually invented in the USA? I was like looking at boxing and all these other ones, and I found one that was called gouging.
Oh,
It was
that
invented
sounds horrible.
a long time ago, and yeah, it sounds as terrible as the name is. It was just kind of like, it was to settle some disputes, neighbors fighting over like the lawn or, things about the house, and it was just trying to do as much damage onto the opponent as you can, taking out eyes, biting ears, anything, leave a mark.
My blood pressure just went up. I'm glad that this is not a national sport.
Yeah, I don't think it's practiced officially now, so that's good to know.
I hope so.
In your opinion, what are the top benefits of martial arts training?
I think discipline. From all of those Jackie Chan movies that I watched when I was younger, discipline seems to be the main benefit to you personally, as well as being able to defend yourself in a situation where you might need it. I think those are the two main ones.
Yeah, I agree. I think that it's discipline and like overall health. It's a sport. You're active. You're moving your body. So and of course self-defense. I don't think that it should be used to attack. It would be quite unfair if you have all this knowledge and you're attacking people. But if you have
Just jumping out the bushes.
And you defend yourself, and definitely not to attack ghost actors.
Yes.
By kicking them. Okay, well, we hope that you enjoyed the article and that you keep using the vocabulary that you learned in this article, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Tenacity.
Tenacity.
Manifest.
Manifest.
Kick in.
Kick in.
Damages.
Damages.
Not have much of a case.
Not have much of a case.